Still breathing, despite everything.
Hey. Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the hells ever. Never, ever. I mean it. That was my last hurrah in that hole for good. Engine's burning like a bat out of a furnace again, though. Gods, I almost forgot how hot this thing is. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Probably.
I want to have a word.
Do not worry. Guild's friends are Tuscrunt's friends. And I don't hurt my friends. Unless they deserve it.
Trust no one. Part of the challenge.
You're both wrong. Pick the pocket of whatever mark you're asking. Common sense, that.
There.
No one back home will ever believe this. Another step forward. Don't mind if I do. Something over there. Here goes nothing. Seems like a good moment to talk.
Oh, what a delightfully secluded...
Who let you through? Tuskrunt?
If I were you, I'd turn around and walk right out of this alley. Now!
Something good here, I hope.
Here's the 9 fingers. Good luck.
Nice to be looking out for us. Not the nice sky.
This ain't a public rooftop. It's mine, so piss off!
Oi, mess with us, and it'll be the last thing I do. I mean you do. Shit!
One day we will. But not yet. Ever get bored standing in this alley?
Oh no, I love it. It fills me with purpose.
Well, well. The fabled haunt of Nine Fingers Keep.
Never visited before. I thought you'd got around.
Keep a blade close.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Don't waste a step.
The Guildhall has one rule. All crime stays in the city streets, where it belongs. Break this rule, and you die.
Something's on my mind.
Oh, you rancid bastard. See? Mine's fresh.
Welcome to the Guildhall, Faerun's finest festival. As long as you're not sober.
Or able to smell.
Wow, look who it is! Glad to see you in the city. Hope you found plenty of coin in Ketterick's coffers. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole place in no time. Ready to do some business? I survived the hells when Elturel fell. Compared to that, slipping out of Moonrise was child's play. Sure is. We work for Fetcher, handling what you might call pre-owned goods. Talk to Sticky. He'll cut you a deal. Ready to do some business? Oh, I've got a few ideas. I'll be running this whole...
Don't bug me. I'm making plans. Big plans, see?
Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Let's just say the previous owners no longer have a use for them. Got me? Fetcher isn't himself, so I'm running the shop. You buying or selling? Sometimes stuff we sell comes...
Keep your distance, darling.
No one stopped me yet. These boots have seen everything.
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the Guildmaster. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
You did not see me. A peer of the Parliament openly walking the Guildhall would sell a few copies of Baldur's Mouth, I expect.
No distractions, mate. Nine Fingers has me watching over Peer Priss here. Wants her friends in Parliament close, with this new Duke making moves.
A charm, of course. And then you'll do it yourself.
Don't mind the ladies' court. Just a game we play. Figuring how we'll kill you if you cross 9 fingers.
Bare hands.
Before you ask, I ain't got none of that plum Prosecco. Now, what can I get you, newcomer? Beverages of distinction, or in some cases, extinction, if you ain't careful. How you feeling today? Lucky? What are you having? Around here, silence is golden, mate. Best remember that. Now, what can I get you?
What's the point in paying the guild for protection when they've pulled back all their crews? There's a bloody army coming!
If it's Uktar you're after, he's in with the Guildmaster. Not even Nine Fingers Keen can escape the great balancing of guild books.
Your eyes are going to want to wander all over this gold. It's only natural. Just make sure it stops at your eyes, aye?
Right. Which crew are you with? Bellbreakers? The Children of Hor?
The names ring familiar. 2 of the many crews that make up the Guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
In between scores, then? Oh, there's no shame in that. This Stone Lord business has even the bigger crews shutting up shop for a while. Fair warning, the Guildmaster wants no fraternizing with the Zentarim. They're here to work, not share war stories. They won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. You won't. The Black Network is working for us. The Guild is hardly a soft target, but we're not set up for the turf war the Stone Lord set on fighting. He came out of nowhere and ate up half our turf in a 10-day. So if you're speaking to the Guildmaster, maybe step soft around the topic.
Don't give me that squinty side eye like all those paranoid guildies. Nine Fingers is well respected in the Zentarim. If the Stone Lord's pressing in on her territory, we're here to help. Missed the welcome parade, did you? Hugging, tears. It was just lovely. True, we've been better liked in towns we bloody conquered, but it's hard to blame Nine Fingers. On top, undisputed for years. Then you have to call the likes of us in to protect you from some shithead calling himself Stone Lord. I'd be embarrassed too.
I know times are tough, but this crowd could mingle a bit, eh? We're all on the same side.
Hmm?
The Guild and the Network have been circling like stray dogs for years. About time we lay down together.
Bit of a letdown, this place.
Maybe that's why this Stone Lord is pushing so hard. He wants Keen's underroads all to himself.
Keen might look down on the Zentarim, but she'll be glad of us once the Stone Lord comes knocking.
Uniform's a bit patchy, I know. I was Flaming Fist. But the writing's on the wall there. The Steel Watch will be snatching up our contracts in no time.
Do you hear the Harpers were half wiped out? We should be sticking the last of their bleeding hearts stead of guarding this place.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Look now, the Guildmaster's little hunt is bringing all sorts of new faces out of the woodwork.
You can get near anywhere in the city from here without seeing daylight. Once you don't mind the tangy smell of sewer.
You won't find much fun here today. Guildmaster's battened down the hatches till the Stone Lord problem's dealt with.
Guildhall is not what it was. No gambling, no blood games, not even a pissy little peacock fight. Bored.
I'm sorry, sweetie pie. I don't do requests. But toss me a few coppers, and I'll shoot you a saucy wink across the bar. I could smell the good taste on you the moment you walked over here. Maybe I'll even throw in that saucy wink for free.
Something over there.
open up.
What, Lady AQ still playing that game? I don't have one ready.
Knife. A hot one, I think.
The Stone Lord plans to rob the counting house. And 9 fingers means to trap him there. Cursed to put my hands on everything. Not bad. I've had better days. And worse ones.
It's an orphanage, Ukta. What would you have me do? Seize their toys as payment?
Well, they failed to pay tribute. We should withdraw our protection, at the very least.
And cede more ground to the Stone Lord? You're not suggesting I yield a single inch of the city, my city, to this cult?
We already look weak. If you're seen to be forgiving debts...
I didn't say forgive. Seize the building. Arm any children old enough. If they protect what's mine, we'll consider that a start on what's owed.
Yes, Guildmaster. Excuse me? This is a private council.
Keep your underpants clean, Ukta. We're playing host to a hero. You recall our reports of Ketheric Thorm, General of the Absolute, Champion of Merkel, unkillable Tyrant of Moonrise. Meet the one who killed him. The Guild is this city's first and last line of defense. It's only natural that we watch the gates for anyone interesting. I'd say you qualify. I already know the one thing about you that I need to. You've crossed paths with the cult's leadership before, and you're still standing. I mean to burn the Absolute from the face of my city. So if you mean to help, congratulations. We just became the best of friends. Did you enjoy the encounter? Bottom-feeding bruisers, I think you mean. But it takes thugs to keep order outside the walls. The Fist only go there for good, lawless fun. The rats usually keep a lid on their nastier notions, but with the Stone Lord business distracting me, some are starting to test the leash. All the more reason to be rid of the cult quickly, so I can remind my crews it's not a leash round their necks if they cross me. It's a noose. Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. The leader of some new crew that's intent on paining my arse. If he was just another upstart who didn't like paying guild dues, fair enough. But he and his crew make no demands. Leave no survivors to pass on a message. All I know is that on every scrap of ground he takes from me, the cult of the Absolute soon starts sprouting. Doesn't matter. Whatever god the prick prays to, I'll send him to meet it soon enough. Simple enough. After Jaheira warned me and then disappeared, I went nosing into the cult for myself. I could bore you with the details. How I found evidence of Gortash's projects, traced him to Orin the Red, and made a safe bet there was some dried-out old necromancer to round out the three. Because it's always the dead, bloody three. Has been half-gods who can't help but make their irrelevance everyone else's problem. Oh. You've got some juicy little tidbit I haven't heard yet. Right. Well, war to be fought. Do you need anything else? I wasn't surprised to learn you two had fallen in together. I could make a guess at what she needs from me, too. Bring her here. Whatever questions she has, she'll want to hear the answers directly from me. So, remind her to pay an old friend a visit, would you? Oh, I never said that we get along. Now, is there anything else you need? You have. But don't be so quick to bat away a helping hand. You find few enough of them in this city. The Flaming Fist can be bought. The Harpers are scattered, and the Parliament of Peers, well, they're just generally too inbred to be useful. The Absolute's at our gate, and the Guild are the only ones truly standing against it. I need to see Jaheira. Just so happens, she'll want to see me too.
Moving. On tippy toes.
Not everyone subscribes. Tempers are rising. Someone's vintage Moonshae Zinfandel collection. But it looks like a lot of the bottles have gone missing.
Never a dull moment. All right, time to skulk about.
How delicious.
Bit of caution never hurt. Oh, my hand slipped.
Watch the shadows.
I've got a long road ahead.
If everyone else minds their business, I'll be fine. Best be on my way.
Need to find a way forward.
Ah, my... Oh, darling, I'm hurt. Oh, darling, it sounds...
What's on your mind? We're...
I should speak up.
No rest for the wicked, I see. Up for debate? Elminster?
Oh, hello, my boy. No, don't mind me. I'm just enjoying a lungful of Baldurian air. Yes, a distinctive aroma, though perhaps not one worthy of bottling. I hear you've been browsing in the most esteemed of emporiums, sorcerous sundries. Indulge my curiosity. What wonders did you discover there?
Or so it seems, but game's not over yet. New cards are drawn, new hands are played, newcomers place above.
I trusted he would be sensible enough to exercise caution in this matter and to seek the truth. By now, you are aware of the evil we are up against. Cassos' pestilent crown, the very tool with which its eponymous creator unmade an empire and magic itself. Perhaps now you understand what is at stake here, my boy. Though what Mr. asked of you was extreme, it was not without merit, nor demanded lightly.
What are you saying? Or rather, what are you not saying?
Mr. knows you defied her, Gayle. Well, of course she knows. She's Mistra. She bids you come to her holy shrine in the Stormshore Tabernacle. There, she will grant you an audience at last. I see remaining optimistic is my duty, especially when I'm not the one being asked to do the seemingly impossible. Trust in yourself. Trust in the weave. If you are willing, trust in Mistra. There is a conclusion yet to be written in this sorry tale, Gayle of Waterdeep. And yours is the quill that will write it.
Let's get going.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I regret many things in my life. Choosing to be here, intact and unexploded, is not one of them. For now, to have a few more days in your company, no. I
wouldn't change a thing. I've often asked myself the same question, but never really found a satisfactory answer. He clearly sees something in me that I can't. The wisdom and intelligence required to overcome almost insurmountable odds, perhaps? Or the stupidity required to attempt it. I take it as a compliment either way. You don't get to be 13 centuries old without becoming a sound judge of character. And cheese, apparently.
Very well.
Fate, dost thou require a new ally?
If not over, then through.
Go ahead. I'm listening. I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be here.
That pointy-headed old fart talks too much. But he has also moved mountains, walked between plains, and dragged himself back from death 12 times. If he still believes in Gayle, the boy should not be overly concerned what his ladylove thinks. Goddess or no. Ha. The Guildmaster wishes to see us, does she? Better we call on her home than she on ours. Lead, then. As you wish.
To camp. Father should know of Ansur's fate.
Poor Gayle. But Mister is wrong about him. Perhaps he can yet prove that.
Poor Gayle. I hope he knows that a goddess abandoning him needn't be the end. I know from experience.
Maybe I need more pockets.
I couldn't help overhearing what Elminster said to Gayle. Not every day a god asks for a chat.
Hey, maybe I'm invited too. I can be the muscle.
So, Mistress requested a chat with Gayle. Unusually polite for a god. I do hope it goes well. We've pissed off enough gods already.
Moon Maiden, hear me.
You owe me a gold piece, grandmother. When I heard you died out in the wilderness, I made an offering at Kellamvor's well.
Of gold? Oh, I did not know I meant so much to you, Guildmaster.
No, I'm terribly sentimental. Case in point, I've just let a harper walk through my guild hall, noticeably unholed. Because I'm curious about why you're here and who it is you've brought with you. How nice. You won't find many of those in my guild hall.
We won't tax your hospitality too long, Nine Fingers. I'm searching for Minsk of Rashomon.
A big name, that. Such information does not come cheap, High Harper. Not in normal times. Of course, Seeing as these are not normal times and we're all such good friends, I'll do better than tell you where he is. I'm bringing him here as we speak. Or parts of him, at least. I gave no orders about the condition of his corpse.
What treachery is this, Nine Fingers? Have you thrown in with the Absolute too?
Against my own city. Careful. You're in very real danger of hurting my feelings. It's Minsk who's found his faith with Faerun's newest god. And a new name with it. Stone Lord.
Lies.
Aye, I considered that. But there's a pattern to his strikes. An intent. In his short reign, the Stone Lord and his crew have earned a reputation. Pure brutality. No survivors. And where he mows my people down, this ripe little cult takes root. But not for much longer. We have word on where he plans to hit next. And he'll find us ready to hit back this time.
Nine Fingers. Estelle. Call off your ambush, tell us where he is, and we'll handle this.
We? I heard what happened to your harpers, Jaheira. I'm sorry, but this fight's too big for you alone. If you're half the friend you're posing as, you'll tell her that her part in this is done. The Stone Lord's fate is sealed. We have a bigger war to fight. I'd rather turn our talk to that, but if you need a moment, Jaheira, well, you've earned that much. My guild hall is open to you. Have a drink, Jaheira. Have a rest. Just leave well enough alone. It would be a shame for the city to lose 2 of its heroes in one day. Keep the Harper out of trouble. Just because I don't want to kill her doesn't mean I won't. Beyond that, be welcome. Be merry. Is there something you require of a humble guildmaster? Knowing what I know usually comes at a cost. But let's say we'll put it on your tab. Thieves, frauds, and miscreants. If it's just the watch warrants you're reading. The guild isn't any one thing. We're everything. All the parts of the city the watch don't want seen, so they push us to the far side of their law. But it's not the watch that keeps the peace, or gives justice to any Baldurian who asks, whether they can pay for it or not. It's us. If we take a little tribute in return, or tie strings of service to those we help, well, what of it? So long as we're working as one, it all runs quick, quiet, and clean. Clean water, filthy riches, and everything in between. We're citizens of the city. No more, no less. Right now, I'll settle for taking our city back. No begging? Not even a snotty little please? It's almost like you don't know who you're talking to. The order's been given. It's done. So I hope you know another tune, because I am getting bored of this one. Keep me from having to kill the Harper. Which means keeping out of the guild's way, all right? Wonderful.
There's little point in pressing Nine Fingers further. She means what she says. But we swore no vows. She won't tell us where to find Minsk. Someone else in her guild hall will. We need to be swift. I suppose we must greet the local wildlife. Guildhall is awash with ale-scented gossip at the best of times. These days, they have nothing but the Stone Lord to talk about.
What are you having? Around here, silence is golden, mate.
This ought to be good. Hello there. What's the po- Just a little further.
Right, which...
The names ring familiar. Two of the many crews that make up the Guild. A loose collective with ties to every criminal enterprise in the city's underworld.
I'm sure you call yourselves that. But there's no crew paying tribute under that name, and you don't want to owe the Guild money. Fair warning, they won't be much use to us if they're drinking and dicing when the Stone Lord kicks the door down. Looking to prove yourself, are you? Carve your name in the Guildmaster's good books. Nice to see a little ambition amongst the smaller crews. I can't help you, but look around for a halfling named Tut. Nine Fingers has been known to pour her secrets in his ear time to time. Maybe because he rinses them out with wine.
Anything of yours? No, you didn't. Of yours? No, you didn't.
At least things have stayed interesting. I need a quick word.
See? Nine Fingers is a master of strategy. She's clever, Foz. Won't fight the Stone Lord out in the open, but she's got a spot picked out, see?
I don't care about Stone Lord Tut. Don't care about some ambush. I asked, do you eat my last pickled ooze? Huh? Bugger off! I'm talking to my friend about an ooze.
Now. He who keeps his manners keeps his teeth. Besides, you are only pretending to be as wine-soaked as your friend here.
How can you tell?
I've been to fouler festivals than this, and you have the stage presence of Volothamp Gedarm. Now, you were speaking to my friend. Politely.
Back to sleep. Look, Tut here is an old friend of Nine Fingers. Saved her as a kid or some such, I don't know. But if I don't keep him busy like she asked, he's likely to run off and try take on the Stone Lord himself. So Tut's gonna tell you what he knows about the Stone Lord. You're gonna leave us to our merry old time, and you're not gonna put my name near any of this. Yes? Tut! Stone Lord.
Stone Lord, aye. Bastard's going after the accounting house, but he doesn't know that there's just another guild operation, huh? Nine Fingers is gonna catch him with his claws in her coffers. I pity the bastard.
The counting house? But what the hell's could Minsk want there?
Happy? Now, away with you. We want drink in peace.
Yeah. Worse than any.
Wonder if the gods are watching me. I'll give it a shot.
Right. Here's one.
Any day. Last time I emptied a druid's pockets, all I got from it was a nest.
Crime scene not open to public by order of the Flaming Fist.
We're not lost. Just taking in the view before continuing on our way.
The lower cities are bloody warren. I'm surprised anyone can find their way around.
Why don't we...
Great idea. Do you remember which way we came?
The humble home of Frank Peartree.
Maybe not.
That might be worth a look.
The corpse regards you lifelessly. The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Limbs locked up, then hand cut off. Making me soup ruined now.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know.
Feeding barracks.
The spell's power wanes.
huge. And is that a burning heart?
A clown's arm. It's thrown its last custard pie by the look of it.
Let's have a look.
The corpse has nothing. The corpse remains.
Why don't we just retrace our steps?
Great idea. Do you remember which way we came?
Left, right. Besides, I don't think that'd achieve much in the long run. The problem's at the top. It always is.
No point reading the Gazette. You might as well be reading the walls of a tavern privy.
The paper says we're safe here, but we're not. We may as well be outside the walls with the Absolute.
Kinda terrifying that the likes of Lord Gortash can just decide what's true or not. Despicable.
Baldur's Gate's never going to be safe with the Absolute out there. Why would the Gazette lie?
This is Joel's house. No letters, no clerics, no herb sellers, no potion peddlers, and no steel watch.
But not yet.
The Count. Minsk must have a way in. But he's never had much use for coin beyond whatever sharp steel it could buy. There must be something in the vaults the Great Chosen are after. All the more reason to get there. Swiftly. I have no reason to doubt the Guildmaster's information. Only her conclusions. The Stone Lord she describes sounds nothing like Minsk. As for the name, well, a bad joke perhaps. The time of troubles ended almost a century and a half ago. I weathered the years between with all the elven grace you have no doubt come to expect. But do you know how Minsk, a human, passed those years? I'll give you a hint. They named him the Beloved Ranger.
You recall the urban myth that trickled through the lower city fest halls some years back. A hero who had been turned into a statue, returning to life in the city's hour of need.
Because who would question a statue to our friend? Thinking Minsk of Rashomon had returned to a hero's welcome in Rashomon. The few occasions I visited his monument, well, I took it as a moment for reflection. To think of old friends, and the fight I had to continue in their name. And during all my self-serious brooding, that big, dumb, insufferable buffoon was staring me in the face. I hope you find yourself amusing, at least. Come then, to the counting house. Assuming Minsk has not since tripped and fallen into a demi-plane, or some such. You're sure? Oh, back it. Speak. You're sure? Later then. I tell you not to get in trouble, but I suspect it will find you when...
Minsk is working for the cult. Damn. He must have been tadpoled, or worse. The real Minsk would never join up with the goddamned Absolute. Maybe we can help him. The prism, right? He should shut that tadpole up. If he doesn't kick our butts first. It's kind of his thing.
Sounds like we're not the only ones tracking down this Minsk fellow. Let's hope Nine Fingers' bounty doesn't attract too much competition.
So, this Stone Lord is the legendary Minsk. And a newly minted cultist, no less. Are we sure we want to find him before Nine Fingers does? I doubt he'll be pleased to see us. Darling, I thought... Lead on.
So, the Stone Lord is Minsk, Jaheira's old acquaintance. Painfully small world at times.
This Stone Lord and Minsk are one and the same. Jaheira's friend has taken a dark turn, it seems.
To camp. Father should know of Ansur's fate.
What now?
Do you know how worried I was?
Simple.
You've been spotted fiddling with that lock.
One step at a time.
Why, yes.
Oh, sorry. Thought you...
I bet that
hostel lady wouldn't make you clean the dishes.
Still right here, you know.
We do know, thank you.
I've seen Step carefully. What fun.
Sending a strongly worded
One day, but not yet.
Let's have a rummage.
Why, yes, Edvard.
Well, Edvard, I do support Lord Gortash's campaign. For several reasons.
Watch your back.
Looking ahead.
Of a conversation.
Time to press ahead.
Read the Gazette today yet, mate?
Oh, not too.
Better than ever. With all the articles about coats and war.
Oh, right. I don't read any of the Gazette.
What can I do for you? Of course. Wouldn't be alive to hold them if it weren't for you.
Pulls me out more than the Gazette, mate.
Diabolic Forge.
Well, hello. To the ship.
Neither have I. I'm exactly as Yondana made me. Never felt so liberated.
Stepping softly. Let's go. Easy. let's see here.
Never can.
Now it's doubly so.
What are you doing here? This is a private home.
Let the elf song again.
All right.
If there were a bit.
Hello? I wasn't expecting.
Hello. Are you a tax collector? Papa told me I shouldn't talk to them if they showed up.
Ready or not? Let's keep to the shadows. Be very, very quiet. Over there.
Now it's doubly so.
Sure, Gortash didn't need to make
People don't always know their own minds. You've got to keep them safe.
Wide berth of the gallows, please, for your own sake. Interference with
such a good job.
I wonder.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Ah, my... Oh, darling, I'm hurt. It sounds...
It's ready. Maybe it will bring us closer.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With pleasure. Lead on. Mistress Nicholas. It's been some time since I stood before her in a place like this. I was supposed to sacrifice myself to stop the Absolute. Yet I don't think I could have gone through with it, in truth. And I'm glad that I didn't, given what has come to light. The Elder Brain. But more importantly, the crown that it wore. Netherese. I can't fathom how such a wonder survived. Surely everything of its ilk was destroyed along with Netheril itself, but No matter. It exists. I must learn more of it. I know what nearly happened, and I'm sorry for putting you in that position. That we Asla. You'll have. So it's obvious when you stop to think about it. Well, I doubt it's an apology for asking me to die on her behalf. Whatever it is. If it's important enough to send Elminster, we can be damn sure she's serious. This is a conversation that's long overdue on both sides. I owe it to her to hear her out. Come what may afterwards. After you.
There she stands, just as Elminster promised. Mystra, goddess of the weave, mother of all magic.
The old man wasn't lying. She's opened the summoning channel. Can't you feel it?
Gale's right. The very air around the statue crackles with magic, as though the weave itself were coursing beneath her stony skin.
A stream of pure, undiluted weave. I only have to reach out, and it will carry me to Mystra, wherever she may be.
An audience with your goddess can go wrong. I should know. But do whatever you feel is best, Gayle.
Time was, I'd have given my right arm for a chance to speak with Mystra again. The left one, too. Maybe a knee. Am I? You're right. I am a strong, capable wizard. And this is no more than a casual reunion with an ex-lover. My omnipotent, omniscient ex-lover. I always wonder what being nervous would feel like. I hate it. During my time locked away in Waterdeep, I prepared a quite comprehensive speech for her on the subject of our former relationship and the manner in which it ended. Alas, recent events have rendered the majority of it moot, so I'm going to have to improvise. Unless you have any words of wisdom to impart before I go. The summoning channel Mystra has provided is for me alone. No one else is permitted to enter it, no matter how talented a user of the weave they are. You're right. A heartfelt apology is the surest way to a goddess's heart, and her favor. I pray that she'll be in a forgiving mood. If she weren't the one I'd be praying to. I'll only be gone for a matter of moments. The Outer Planes experience time quite differently to our own. Wait for me. Please.
Gayle of Waterdeep. You look well.
Mistra. I never thought we'd speak again like this. Why am I here?
There is much unsaid between us, but time runs ever short. You discovered what lies at the heart of the Absolute, the crown of Karsus. And you disobeyed my instruction. Why?
I didn't want to die. And when I saw the crown, I thought I might not have to, if I only understood its power.
And you believe you have the right to such an understanding? The past cannot be undone with self-pity, nor can a future be forged. Only with the truth will you see the way ahead. The fragment of magic you tried to return to me was not of my creation. It was the Karsite Weave. It is a corrupted, half-born magic, wrought in the brief moment Karsus ascended to godhood. It hungers for power, just as he did, and it can never be sated. You unleashed something that would consume all magic in existence, and yet you thought only of preserving yourself.
That can't be. It wasn't. It couldn't have been. I only wished to prove myself worthy. I had no idea.
You were already worthy. What you lacked was patience, and it cost you dearly. When the Karsite Weave entered your body, your gifts were the first thing it consumed. The only reason the orb sleeps is because I have allowed it to feed on the true weave. A temporary measure, but one that will not be enough to save us. With each day that passes, the Elder Brain threatens to become a new kind of god. Its worshippers, a scourge of soulless illithids. If you will not use the orb to end this abomination, then you must find a way to separate crown and host. When you've done this, you must surrender the crown of Karsus to me.
I won't let you down again. When the Absolute is vanquished, I will surrender Karsus's powers to you. You have my word.
Thank you. May the Weave's light guide your purpose, and its wisdom guide your hand. The future of magic rests on your shoulders, Gayle of Waterdeep. I promise you, it is a burden you are strong enough to bear.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble plea. Shield our people from the...
Back on mortal soil once more. I can't believe I saw it. After all this time. Relieved. Drained. Proud of myself for summoning the courage to go to her in the first place, and, if I'm being totally honest, a bit lightheaded. As if it wasn't enough to have seen her again. She didn't exactly summon me there for small talk. The Karsite Weave. Within me this whole time. I knew the orb was no ordinary ball of magic before it to be Karsus's malignant creation. Gods! How did I not see that? But I should have known. What right had I to go about declaring myself an archmage when I was as foolish as a common apprentice in setting such an entity loose? At least now I'm armed with the truth. And Mistra's expectations. Once I bring the crown of Carsters to her, I can put everything right. The orb, too. I'll be myself again. For all that's worth. I'll have to disagree with you there. Having not one, but two parasitic entities within your body does very little for one's faith in one's personality. Still, I should take the compliment with the same generosity it was given, so... thank you. If I could promise you one thing in return for your faith in me, it's this. I will use everything in my power to ensure we defeat this evil. I will not let you down. Now, I believe we've a date with an Elder Brain to get to. Shall we? How can I help? I question the wisdom of that decision, but so be it. I'll be in the camp then.
It seems Gayle has made amends with Mystra. Good for him. Though, I don't see any such reconciliation between myself and Shah anytime soon.
Wow. Gayle is the chosen of Mystra. Congrats to him, I think. Hope he knows what he's doing. We haven't fared very well with other chosen so far.
And the courage to resist. So may it be.
You see an altar dedicated to Mystra. Show the Mistress of Magic blesses you with an enhanced achievement.